Could we ask Soby to pop up, please?
Dr. Philip Kotler, given the advancements in AI as discussed in your book, Marketing 6.0, what marketing strategies or marketing excellence model that would you recommend for governments, public sector to effectively manage external challenges such as international disputes, misinformation campaigns, and pressing issues like climate change?
Wonderful question, but it's so broad. Let's see. I'm glad you are realizing that government is a force, sees a lot of issues and has respond. And even when I mentioned earlier animal rights, attacking supermarkets, the government must come in and maybe sure that all animal products are all animals who become a product. And cows, that's sheep and fish and so on, are treated well in their destruction, because let's face it, we're taking live animals, killing them for our food. How's it done? Anyways, that's up. Government to, first of all, operate efficiently. Actually, government itself does marketing poorly often. They sometimes don't articulate policies that are clear enough to help companies really behave right. Legislators were unclear in their own mind about a good policy. You just take right now the big issue of abortion, and it's still strange for a woman to not know, who is told she cannot have an abortion, why that is the case and who's behind it and why her rights are being harmed, and that she's going to have a full 9 months of pregnancy when some mistake was made with someone to become pregnant. And so government, why do people want to leave their government often? Well, by the way, one of the things I always comment on, where they often want to leave, they want to leave to a more enlightened country. They don't want to leave to Russia. It seems that the big problem in my country is we ought to let more people in, and so many people want to come here. So that says a lot about what people want, and it poses a real problem for a good government, or one that is admired, to figure out what is fair, especially for people who are running from what we call from oppression and so on. Your question was also about climate. And there's two big problems I see. Most of you know the climate problem, that the world is heating up. All the hurricanes and fires and so on are expression of a changing a problem caused by fuel from water, from gasoline and so on. All right. The other problem you're not aware of yet, I think, and that goes back to AI. If more companies move to AI to run their business processes, then electricity will be very important to maintain in that country for companies in that country, because that means all the processes are going to electrically going, and there is going to the amount of energy we get from coal and oil is going to be insufficient to support the AI, which will continue to grow boundlessly without limit. Because if more and more companies are AI users, all their records, all their processes are dependent on electricity. And so someone has recently said the answer is nuclear energy. We need more nuclear. You know, we have an image of nuclear energy being of high risk. We know of explosions that have taken place. But Sam Altman, the man who actually promoted ChatGPT, is now promoting small nuclear plants in each big city. You know what that means? He visualizes something looking like a small church, the size of which is a small church, that is a nuclear plant, that is safely managed and producing all the energy needed in that city. Fascinating idea. And the first one is being built.
Oh.
And of course, there's many questions about safety with anything nuclear, but that's the one energy that we can depend on. So we have two big crises: preventing the world from heating up and preventing the world from losing all the information, which is now in cabinets, in huge boxes, where all of the intelligence resides now, that we have codified all of it and gone to AI. So I don't want to depress you, but we have some major problems. Next question.